graphic novel of comic strips called Found Earth. I've got some music playing in the background. I give credit at the end of the video. Just kind of rotates a small playlist of common use music, Creative Commons music. Like I said, I'm still working this out, so we're going from there. Thank you to Scott Snyder for his support, and Joe Lambden, and for your continued support. I think nearing the amount that I need to buy the registered copy of this video editing program. I've been a bit distracted this week because I have a commission, painting commission, which I don't get too terribly often, but when I do get them, I get them in waves. So I've been a bit distracted with that, and I'm going to be spending the next week or so painting that in my off time. So I may miss a week of doing the comic strip, I may miss next week doing the video or the extra, and now the comic strip. I'm not sure entirely what's going to give with that. So time will tell. I do not know. Commissions are wonderful. When they come, they're great, and having this to do on a regular basis fulfills any creative need. I spend all night listening to podcasts, listening to different artists and such, and it's interesting to hear their thoughts on making things and what drives them. For some people, it's the need to be famous. Some people, that's how they want to make their living, and they see it as a way to get some kind of fame and fortune. I don't know. For me, it's always been like this obsessive compulsive drive to create things, like a monster trying to get out of a cage. I don't know if that's a good way to put it, or if that's just the easiest way to describe it. Is that healthy? I don't know. But it is that, at least for me. If I'm not creating something, if I'm not drawing something, I feel like I'm wasting my time on the planet. And I've only ever done this a few short times where I've just not created things, whether it's because I've been too busy, or I haven't had the supplies, or something along those lines, where if I don't create something, I'm miserable, and the people around me are probably miserable too. It's just something that I have to do. It's just a creative thing that has to get out of me, and it has to go onto the paper, and it's a coping mechanism sometimes during anxious situations. We used to go to a really large church, be members there, and it was just too many people, and so I would take my drawing stuff, and I probably appeared very antisocial. I would sit down and start drawing, whether it's the other people or the preacher while he's doing the sermon, or the ideas in the sermon. I would sit down and make a drawing during the service, and I was hearing everything and retaining everything, and I was friendly to people that came up to me and said hi. It's exhausting. having 1,000 people around you and trying to be friendly. And so I would draw, and while they would come up and say, hey, that's a nice drawing, so on and so forth, they weren't focused on me, and so I could handle it a little better. I used to be an extrovert. I used to socialize and be around a lot of people, but there's a lot of drama involved if you extensively socialize with a lot of people, and I don't like drama anymore. I'm almost 40 years old. I have more important things to do, like art, and focusing on kids and breathing. So I don't like the drama. I don't know. I just like focusing on the art, and I have a lot to do, and a shorter time to do it. '40 is well, I'm not going to call it a midlife crisis, because it's not a midlife crisis. It's a realization that I have very little time left to get the stuff done that I need to get done. I have no idea what ailments will hit me as I get older. Alzheimer's or arthritis or a heart attack. I have no idea what I have left, and so I have this Hamilton-like urgency to get it done, write like there's no tomorrow, draw like there's no tomorrow, and to complete the stories that I want to share with the world and my kids and my wife, so that they can see maybe some of the stuff that's going on inside my head, and to get it out of my head and into the world. That's pretty much a really intense rambling, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be that intense. The drawing, yeah. Enjoy the drawing. Enjoy what I've made, and share it with your friends, and share it with your family, and print off, if you're on the Patreon account, print off the image and color it with your kids, or color it with yourself, or your spouse or whatever, and just enjoy it and spend time together, and make life a little more enjoyable for yourself with what I did. And that's most of the goal. Wow, that was a really intense video. I didn't mean to do that. So the music that's playing in the background, the credits are at the end, after Joe's credit placard, I guess is what they're called. I don't know. Place card. Thanks for supporting the work. If you want to continue to do so, because for the YouTube people, I'm on YouTube, Dream of Art, the number 1. For Patreon, it's www.patreon.com/Alan Dunlap if you want to financially support the continuation of the artwork, and by buying supplies and paying for the video program and stuff. Thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend, whenever you're watching this, and we will see you next week.